Hi students, this is Viswanath, chemistry faculty for NEET and IIT exams. In last class, we completed some of the numericals for entropy change. Now see the next one. The latent heat of fusion of ice is 5.99 kilojoule per mole at its melting point. Then delta S for fusion of 900 grams of ice and delta S change in entropy for freezing of liquid water or respectively. Okay, say this for 1 mole of water and enthalpy change is given. 1 mole of water means 18 grams of water. Enthalpy of fusion is 5.99 kilojoule. Now we want for 900 grams of water, what is the enthalpy of fusion? So do the cross multiplication, then we can get 299.5 kilojoule. In terms of joules, 299.5 into 1000 joules. Now entropy change for this fusion, for the fusion of 900 grams of water, equal to enthalpy change for this fusion divided by temperature. Enthalpy change for this fusion is this one, temperature 273. Then entropy change for this fusion is 1097 joule per Kelvin. Next, entropy change for freezing of liquid water. So delta H for freezing, how much? Already we know that melt, fusion or freezing. Fusion means liquid solid ice change it to liquid state. Freezing means liquid water change it to solid ice. So enthalpy is same, freezing. So 5.99 into 1000 joules divided by temperature, that is minus. Here freezing takes place. Freezing means a liquid substance is changed to solid state at its melting point. That is called freezing. That means at its freezing point is called freezing. In this process, freezing process, temperature is released. Temperature releases, heat energy releases. That means delta H value is negative. That's why entropy is also negative. So answer for this freezing, change in entropy for freezing of liquid water is minus 21.9 joule Kelvin inverse, mole inverse. Okay, see the next one. Calculate the entropy change in surroundings when 1 mole of H2O in liquid state is formed under standard condition. Enthalpy change for formation of water is this one, minus 286 kilojoule mole inverse, given value this one. Thus an equal amount of heat will be absorbed by the surroundings. Now this much amount of heat energy is released during the formation of H2O, means same amount of heat energy is absorbed by the surroundings. So heat energy absorbed by the surroundings equal to plus 286 kilojoule mole inverse. Entropy change for the surroundings equal to delta S surroundings equal to heat energy absorbed in this process 286 divided by temperature. Water formation takes place at 25 degrees Celsius. In Kelvin scale, value is 298. That is, entropy change is 959.73 joule Kelvin inverse, mole inverse. Next, entropy change in exothermic reactions. We know that exothermic reaction means heat energy is released during the chemical reaction. So here, in exothermic reactions, the heat released by the reaction increases the disorderness of the surroundings. Heat energy releases from system to surroundings means surroundings entropy is increased and overall entropy change is positive. So delta S total change in total entropy change means entropy change of system plus entropy change of surroundings. Here entropy change of the surroundings increases means delta S total will be positive. Next, entropy change in endothermic reactions. Endothermic reactions means heat energy is absorbed from the surroundings. So in endothermic reactions, heat flows from the surroundings into the system. The entropy of the surroundings decreases and the system increases. Then total entropy change, delta S total, is positive. Therefore the change is spontaneous. Okay students, next important one. This is not in a NCERT syllabus, but for IIT mains exam it is required, for advanced exam also. That is third law of thermodynamics. We completed in the previous classes first and second laws of thermodynamics. Now next one is third law of thermodynamics. It is also known as Nernst heat theorem. It was proposed by Max Planck, W. Richard and Walter in different forms. Widely used form is the entropy of a pure and perfectly crystalline substance is 0 at the absolute 0 temperature. Take a substance at the absolute 0 temperature. At that condition, the entropy of that substance is 0. That means no disorderness is observed at that low temperature. All the particles in that particular substance are in the ordered manner. That's why entropy considered as 0. So this is the statement of third law. The entropy of a pure and perfectly crystalline substance is 0 at the absolute 0 temperature. Absolute 0 temperature value is minus 273.15 degrees Celsius. Next, absolute entropy of a substance at a temperature capital T is ST equal to integral of 0 Kelvin to temperature T, Cp divided by T into dt. Here Cp means heat capacity at constant pressure, T means absolute temperature, that means temperature at a particular having a particular value. Here ST is also called third law entropy. Okay. Now numerical related to this third law. Say this: 10 grams of ice are heated to become vapor at 373 Kelvin and 101.35 kilopascal pressure. Calculate delta S for the system. Given that change in enthalpy of fusion of ice at 273 Kelvin equal to 334.72 joule gram inverse. Change in enthalpy for vaporization of water at 373 Kelvin equal to 2259.3 joule per gram. Average specific heat capacity of liquid water equal to 4.184 joule Kelvin inverse. Now see the answer. The given transformation can be done by following the reversible paths given below. Now 10 grams of ice is given. That ice present at 273 Kelvin. Already we know that ice is present at 273 Kelvin. Now do the phase transformation at the same temperature. 10 gram of ice is changed to 10 gram of water at 273 Kelvin. In the second step, water, 10 gram of water present at 273 Kelvin is changed to 10 gram of water to 373 Kelvin. So in the second step, physical state of the substance remains the same, but temperature is different. In the third step, 10 grams of water at 373 Kelvin changed to 10 grams of water vapor. Here physical state is changed, but temperature remains the same. Say one by one. 10 grams of ice present in solid state. Under the conditions 273 Kelvin and 101.35 kilopascal changed to 10 grams of water. Physical state is liquid. Temperature, pressure are same. Next, this 10 grams of water present in liquid state. Conditions 273 Kelvin, 101.35 kilopascal changed to 10 grams of water. At temperature is changed 373 Kelvin and pressure remains the same. In the first case, physical state changed, temperature, pressure conditions same. In the second case, physical state remains constant but temperature is increased. Third one, 10 grams of water at 373 Kelvin, 101.35 kilopascal pressure, changed to 10 grams of water vapor at the same conditions. So in the third step, physical state is changed. First and third steps, physical states are changed, but conditions are same. In the second step, physical state remains the same, temperature is increased. Now say this, the entropy changes per gram of water in these processes are, first step, delta S1 equal to fusion or not. See this, solid ice changed to water at the same temperature. So this is nothing but fusion. Change in enthalpy for fusion divided by temperature. Change in enthalpy for fusion value is given 334.72. Substitute that one. Temperature 273. Then we can get entropy change for this step. Next, change in entropy delta S2. Here physical state of the substance remains the same but temperature is increased. So integral of 273 Kelvin to 373 Kelvin Cp in the form of liquid divided by T into dt. Here Cp liquid is a constant value into 2.303 into log of this temperature divided by this temperature. Here Cp value, heat capacity at constant pressure value, how much? 4.184. So substitute that value 4.184 into 2.303 into log of this calculation, we can get 1.366. Finally we can get 1.305 joule per gram Kelvin. Okay. Next, third step, change in entropy. In the third step, physical state is changed. Remaining temperature, pressure conditions are same. Water changed to water vapor means vaporization, that is vaporization. So change in entropy equal to enthalpy for vaporization divided by temperature. Enthalpy for vaporization value is given, this one. Substitute this one and the temperature is 373. We can get entropy change. Now per gram of water, total change in entropy equal to, add all the three, delta S1 plus delta S2 plus delta S3. Then we can get 8.588 joule per Kelvin. Finally, we want for 10 grams of water, change in entropy equal to 10 into 8.588, that equal to 85.88 joule Kelvin. Okay students, practice well.